Hey guys, so I wanted to do a little update on my ACL reconstruction. This is actually a ACL revision because it's my second time on the same leg. I'm getting my ACL reconstructed. So the first time they did the patella tendon, and that was about 15 years ago. And now this time they used the quad tendon, which is above the kneecap. The patella tendon is under the kneecap. So it's been 2 weeks now. So I just want to talk to you about everything you might have to go through and the recovery process and going into operation. So I couldn't eat after 12 before the day of the surgery. My surgery was scheduled for 7:30 a.m. So you guys shouldn't if you did tear your ACL, you shouldn't really worry about the process too much. The post or the pre-op team before the surgery is pretty nice to you. They get you comfortable, they make you change into a gown, and then like a long time ago when I got my first surgery, they found the nerve up here, and I think they like shocked it with electricity, and that actually took the whole, like, killed the nerve to the whole leg. So I couldn't fire up the quads or have any feeling in like my leg for so long. So, but since that was around maybe 2006, 2007, now in 2023, I feel like the technology and the way they do the surgery has improved a lot since then. So now what they did is they found a nerve. Like, I remember they found the nerve up here, like really high on my thigh, the first time in 2006, but this time it was a little bit lower, and they just found the nerve, and they actually put a shot there, like with a needle, instead of shocking it with electricity. It might not have been electricity, I'm not sure, I'm not a doctor. I'm just the patient here going through this time that is not the best of my times. But so I couldn't lift my leg, so I actually put a string here to help me lift my leg up. And this has been so helpful. I saw someone else do this on YouTube, but with like a strap, but I just had a string, and it just, I just tied it around there, double knotted it, threw on their strap so it doesn't move around, more on the front area, not by the knee, but like up more, because that's where I need help lifting. So as I said, it's been 2 weeks, and so going into surgery, you're in the gown, you're on a bed, they take you into the operating room, you lay down, they strap your arms down and your legs down, and then you shouldn't really be nervous about anything. That everyone's really nice to you, and they say they're gonna put something in your IV to calm you down, and I think that's the last thing I remember. And then I was out. And then it feels like 5 minutes later you wake up. You wake up in in a bed with a brace on your leg. And the pain was, out of 10, maybe 5 or 6, or it's a little sore. I'm not gonna lie, it is sore. It is my second time, so maybe for some other people it might be a 7 or 8 pain range, but yeah, it was around like 6 or 7 pain range. And then but the thing is, like, they gave you the shot, so a lot of it is numb, so your leg is numb. And the first 2 days is not as bad, but then after 2 days, the nerve block that they shot your nerve with, that goes away, and from then on you will want to be taking your painkillers, whichever painkillers they give you. You want to take your Tylenols, your Aleve, or your aspirin, because the aspirin will help prevent blood clots from the surgery, if there's any possible blood clots or from all the blood, just the scar tissue in your knee. So I'm actually gonna take this brace off, because it's been 2 weeks now. I saw the doctor for post-operation appointment, and they took the dressing off. They said it's fine. Give me 1 second, guys. So this is the brace. This is the string that I attached. Helped me move around. It helped so much, because lifting your leg like this everywhere, that's what I did the first time when I first did my operation. This was in high school, but this time, just getting around, like being able to lift this instead of lifting like this is so helpful. That would be a ACL surgery life hack I would recommend. And so let's see how gross this is, guys. It's not that bad, but we all have our thresholds for grossness. So I actually really like this brace, because in 2006 they gave me a brace where it was adjustable on the side, and I actually adjusted it without my doctor's consent, and I actually fell. And when I fell, my knee had no support, and because of the shocking nerve block, I had no strength in my leg, and my leg just crumpled, and it was probably the worst pain in my life, because it was so stiff. My knee was so stiff, and then it just bent because I fell on it. So this is what it looks like. It's not that bad. There's a little bit of bruising all down here, probably from drilling into my knee. But the pain is not that bad. I remember back in high school, I would touch my knee and a lot of it was numb from the nerve block, but this, I could feel everything, mostly everything. Yeah, even over here. Like over here was really numb the first time around, first surgery, but it's a lot better. It's not as numb. A big difference is I could fire up my quads like that. Like, it's been 2 weeks. I'm gonna go over some things that you should definitely do that I regret not doing, or I was just ignorant and just didn't know what to do the first time around in my first ACL surgery. But So you want to get your quads firing up as fast as you can immediately after surgery. You want to put your knee up high. So the doctor said to keep a pillow under my calf to just like help me get my full extension back, so I could straighten my leg as far as I can. So I just put a pillow under there, but I didn't put it under like I just like just like put it around here. But what I should have done is almost put it towards my heel or my ankle, and put it as high as I could near my ankle, because if I, if lifting it here, your knee can kind of bend a little bit. So then the scar tissue and everything is going to like harden, I guess, or stiffen at that angle. But you really want to get pillows and put it under your heel. Up here, you want to put it under your heel as far as you can. So this couch actually has a nice ledge, but I will still, when I'm resting, I'll put a pillow on this ledge and then put my heel on it. And that's how I will rest. And while I'm resting, I will constantly be trying to fire up my quads. Just get that nerve back, just like, if you look at my other leg's like completely jacked compared to this one. This one's just limp. It's just in limp mode. So, and the thing is that my legs hyperextend, so it goes past 100 degrees, like maybe 110 degrees. Whereas this, because from the first surgery in 2006, I did not put that pillow under my heel, as I was saying. I would be in a recliner, and the recliner does not have that extra extension that I really needed. I rested on a recliner a lot of the time for my first ACL surgery, and that just did not give me the full extension. But now there's a lot that I've learned from my last surgery, and I learned a lot to what I should do for this time around, for my second surgery. And one of those things is very important. Like the doctor this time, it was a different doctor that did this surgery. I looked up his biography on Wikipedia, and he actually has an excellent resume, I would say. I'm not sure. Excellent. He's worked with like athletes and stuff. I don't want to give out his name. I don't know if that would be appropriate for me, but he's worked with professional athletes in the past, and so he was a great doctor. And the pain that I'm going through compared to my last surgery is, I would say, a lot less. But that could just be the technology that has improved over the 15 years or so. Like almost 20 years. But yeah, so I can fire up my quads. Where was I going? So yeah, so what you really want to do is keep your heel elevated. Maybe even get a foam roller and put that foam roller under your heel whenever you are laying down or resting. Just give your knee that extra extension. That's what my doctor this time around kept telling me, he's like, the first week or two, you really want to get your extension back. Try to get your leg as straight as possible. And when my leg is straight, I can just like fire up these quads. When it's not straight like this, it's a little up. I can fire up my quads, but it doesn't feel like as good. Like now that it's been like hyperextending, like as the heel up as high as I can. When I flex my quads, it feels almost normal, and it feels good. What I will say is the first week or two, when I had my knee or my heel and my calf on the pillow, it hurts. It hurts a lot to keep your leg fully hyperextended as much as you possibly can. It is not fun. It hurts, but you have to get through that. Take your pain meds, do whatever you have to do, but you want that extension back. And let me tell you from experience, because from my last surgery, like, I did not have this much extension. Like, I think even before the surgery, like, my leg was a little bit less than full like 100 degrees. It was like maybe like 98 degrees. It was like the fullest, like something like this here. So if I can go down like this right now, it was maybe like that. That was probably maybe the fullest I could go after my first surgery, and that's because I rested and let my leg heal while I was sitting in a recliner, and a recliner does not give you that full extension. So yeah, you really want to get that extension going. I'm just stretching it because it feels good. Oh man. So what I want to tell you is, when the knee was extended like that with the pillow under my heel and calf, what starts to get really sore is back here, you're under your knee. It's like the hamstring tendons that connect to like the bottom of your top of your calf. Like just this area under would get really sore from just being stretched out like that. So what I would do is would kind of just like try to put some like tension in that muscle, and just kind of not curl, but like, just like kind of like pull on that to like just stimulate that like tendon and muscle while it was fully extended. It would just hurt so bad. I would wake up in the middle of the night and it would just hurt, like just like it would just it wasn't like a stinging pain, but it was just like a strain. Like it's been stretching for too long because your knee's like so blown up, and your under my knee was just so tight, and just like it felt like I wanted to bend it, but I couldn't. Also, I can't bend it as well. I'm gonna get into that, but I'm gonna show you a few things that I do to help me bend my knee, and get into that recovery. But so it's only been like so I had this surgery Thursday. It is now Friday, so it's been exactly 1 week and 2 weeks and 1 day. Hold on. Yep, so it's been 2 weeks and 1 day. I had it last Thursday. And so so for that really soreness, I didn't know what to do at first. I was like, it's just so sore. And I was thinking, like, I work out all the time. I was like, you know, I know my body quite well. So I was like, I need to get some blood flow and activation into that muscle. So I would just like while I was in the brace, I would just like kind of try to lift my knee just a little bit, and that really helped. Just like trying to get that strength back into the hamstring, that lower hamstring, above the calf and under my knee, right here. It was just so sore, and just, you know, just giving a few pumps, like maybe 10 pumps, like just 10 like pull-ups like this. It would really like just it helped tighten that muscle and help tighten those tendons from just being stretched so much, and that really helped a lot. And I just want to say one more time, you really want to put a pillow under your heel. I have like a pillow like this. I would just put it under my heel, like I would put it on this ledge. There's a little ledge here. See this ledge of the couch? I would just put it here and then put my heel on that. Just extra. Just a little bit extra, and then there's no space under here. You know, it's like, you know, just like I really want to get that extension, like more than you're gonna want to, because it's gonna hurt at first. And sleeping like this, I would sleep like this, and it would hurt so much. I would wake up like from like, I'm not sure, like maybe like the bloat, like the blood clot, and just like the soreness, and maybe just like the bones and everything just rubbing up against each other inside my knee just at the wrong way, and just being so swollen. I would wake up. There was a few instances I would wake up and my knee was just like twitching. It was just twitching constantly. Like I woke up because it was shaking from twitching, and then I had to like bend it a little bit, you know, like do the little curls, like just like lift my knee up like this, just to like help this tendon. And then I would lower my knee. I would take from the pillow. Like you don't have to keep it on the pillow all the time, but you want it under that pillow, your heel under that pillow most of the time. I know this is getting long video. This video is getting real long, but you know, this is what this is just my opinions and what I think you should do. I'm not a doctor, but I did study science, and I have gone through this twice. Well, this is the second time, and I think that's a lot of experience as a patient. So now I'm gonna get into trying to bend my knee. All right, and this is the worst part of the ACL surgery recovery. So if you got your extension down good, always, whenever you're just like, if you're legs straight, just always try to fire up your quads. You know, like fire it up and try to like lift your leg maybe. Just can't lift it yet. I can lift it like a little bit, but not at this angle. I'm just like propped up on the couch. It's just, and also you wanna move your kneecap, because right here, it's like where they went in, it's really sore, or no, it's really stiff. Like that's like, you know, like scar tissue. This is more scar tissue. I got the quad tendon taken out to put in for my ACL graft. So because my first one was my patella, you could see the scar right here. That's for my patella tendon. So that was years ago, and now this time they said they want to the quad tendon, because it's a very robust tendon. It's a pretty strong tendon to use. So I said, sounds great. You know, they know better than I. Technology has gotten better over the years, research and everything. So who am I to say no or otherwise? And I did not want to go for an allograft or a cadaver tendon because they said you want to go with your tendons and your body parts because your body will accept it better. And so that sounds a lot better to me instead of having some dead tissue inside me. But you know, that could be better for some people, because they don't have to cut your tendons off, and this tendon or hamstring tendons, you know, you might recover faster that way if you get a cadaver graft, because you don't have to go through the pain of recovering your quad muscle or your patella like I did. That was really painful, going through the patella graft, recovering from the patella graft tendon. But they say the patella graft tendon is the strongest. But you know, I gave it a long run. I do extreme sports. I ride BMX bikes, go off jumps. I snowboard. I actually first slightly tore my ACL snowboarding, and then I fully tore it. Oh no, I partially tore it while BMX racing because I came off a jump way too high, and I put my leg out, and it hyperextended but caught, and then it swole up like a balloon, and got an MRI, and they said my ACL was partially torn. And then I think a year or two later, I was snowboarding, and I went off a jump, and when I landed, I just heard a pop, and I knew I fully tore my ACL because it was just a nice solid pop that I heard. So sorry to get so long into my stories, but so yeah, you want to move your kneecap. See, like, this is a scar tissue, and your kneecap's kind of small. Well, mine's kind of small, but you know, you want to push it into that scar tissue. Push it sideways. Push it back. I don't know. Whatever. But so now trying to bend this knee is the most painful thing in the world. Let me just get this pillow out here. I'm going to be using that in a second. So on this couch, it's kind of smooth. So lean back, and I will try to just, you know, like, lift it as much as I can. Like this, like knee slides. You want to do your knee slides. You just maybe help it. Oh, it is. See, and like when you do your knee slides, like it's really hard. So sometimes I have string. I made this rope to help go over my leg, and I'll just try and help it bend. But it is the worst. It's like it feels so tight under my knee, like here and here. It just like doesn't want to bend, and it's so swollen that I feel like it's not good for it. But if you go to physical therapy, like, they will make you do stuff that is so much worse, and they will just bend your leg. So don't be scared of this, you know, just bend it as much as you can. And just constantly doing that. You just gotta constantly do that. You know, take your Tylenol, take your Aleve, take your pain meds. I'd say take your pain meds after you go through therapy while you're icing your knee after. But you see, I can only maybe like 20, 30 degrees. So also what you might want to do is try to get a thick pillow like this and lift your leg and put it under your pillow, put it under your knee. All right, see, so when you do this, yeah, it's not the best feeling, but I need to get through it. You know, look how much more extension and bend I'm getting out of it now. You know, and just like maybe put your leg under, try to fire up those quads, and then like release. Try to fire up your quads a little bit. Try to hold it there. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, but you know, gotta try to hold it there. You know, like one finger, just hold it, try to help it. Oh, I can do it. No, it hurts. Oh man, it's no joke, guys. But I've been through this second time around, so yeah, if your leg is not bending, I would say get a pillow and just try to leave it under your knee. Put that pillow under your knee and just relax. Just leave it there. You know, if you got most of your extension back the first 2 weeks, and you know your leg does straighten out pretty well, you really want to start working on bending it now. See, and like, you know, the edge of this couch, like sometimes I'll lean into here. Lean a little, get a little closer to the edge of the armrest and trying to push with my body weight into that armrest with my leg. Just try to get some more, just bend into it, you know. And push against it. You know, you want to maybe push against it. Push against that armrest. Let go. You know, when you push against it, try to hold it for like a few seconds, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just you know, physical therapy, I remember doing a lot of stuff like that. And push against it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you really want to get your quads fired up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Things you don't want to overdo it. If you're an athlete, I get it. You want to get it. You want to recover as fast as possible, but you also kind of want, you know, the graft and the sites where they drilled it, the graft. Well, there's my thought. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I feel like I want the graft to heal nice and set nice. So I don't want to overdo anything. I don't want to overwork my leg, but I am trying to get back being able to bend my knee again. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the wrap up of my video. They say I could take showers now. I took a shower the other day. They said I don't have to cover these. These will just eventually just fall off on their own. And the stitches will just deteriorate or whatever. I don't need to worry about the stitches, but I'm not gonna peel those off and or anything. I feel like that's where they went in and put the screw there, put the screw there. But yep, that's my video, guys. So if you're trying to bend your knee a little bit, better put a pillow under it, you know. Maybe put more pillows, a higher pillow, and then just try to bend it. Keep it bent, maybe. Just hang out like this. Massage your knee area. Right in front of my kneecap, there's a lot of scar tissue. Try to just like massage it a little bit just to break up that scar tissue. But it's, you know, it's 2 weeks. It's nothing's gonna happen quick. You want to take your time with it. So maybe I'll give you another update in a few weeks, guys. But I just wanted to let you know some important things you really want to do for your ACL recovery, which is really try to get that extension back. You know, put your leg up and try to push down as much as you can. And then once it's just a little stiff because it was just bent, but wiggle it out. All right. There's so much scar tissue probably in my knee right now. But you know, once you do that, just try to fire up your quads and hold it. Try to do like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, just hold it. You know, because all you're doing is just you're trying to get that nerve back into your quads. Just fire up all those little muscles that forgot how to work from that nerve block. It's a little stiff. Oh, it's really stiff around here, guys. I just saw that scar tissue. Oh. Yeah, so they say you don't want to move your kneecap around, push it forward, because that's where a lot of that scar tissue is. Yep, but so once your leg's straight as can be, just try to fire up those quads. It's painful, but gotta do it. Gotta do it, guys. And then yeah, and work on bending it. Maybe get a towel and try to put it around your foot and just pull it. But that really does hurt, and it's just a different kind of pain compared to just putting a pillow under your knee. Like, put a pillow high under your knee like this and just try to let that bend on its own with the weight of your leg and your calf. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, and I'll get another update in a few weeks on how the recovery is going. But yeah, I definitely want to keep my the brace on if you're gonna walk around or anything. You don't want to fall on the leg, especially when it can't really bend, and then you fall on it and it just bends out of the weight of your body. You don't want that. I did something like that when my first surgery. I loosened up the brace and I just fell on my leg and it just completely bent past 90 degrees, and it was the worst pain ever. But yeah, guys, wish me a speedy recovery, and thanks for watching.